Have you ever wondered if you're petting your cat the right way? Or if you're making mistakes when interacting with your feline friend? Many of us love our cats, but we don't always know how to please them the way they actually want. And the worst part? Petting a cat the wrong way can even hurt them or make them stressed. If you've made any of these mistakes, don't worry, you're not alone. And before we continue, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Do it now so you don't miss any videos on how to improve your relationship with your cat. Also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It helps us keep bringing more tips like this to you. Now, let's talk about the 7 most common mistakes we make when petting cats. I bet you'll be surprised by some of them. Mistake number 1. Extending your hand aggressively. Have you ever approached a cat and tried to pet its head right away? It might seem natural, but the truth is that many cats, especially those new to you, might see this as a threat. It can be a shock to them as they don't know your intentions. Imagine this: you're meeting someone, and that person gives you a handshake without asking if you're okay with it. Uncomfortable, right? Well, cats feel something similar. When a cat sees a hand coming toward them suddenly, they can feel invaded, scared, or even threatened, and depending on their personality, this could lead to defensive behavior, like retreating or even scratching. They prefer to know that you're approaching them calmly, without rushing, and respecting their personal space. So, next time, instead of quickly extending your hand to pet their head, do the opposite. Extend your hand slowly toward the cat's nose. Give them time to smell and recognize your scent. This is the cat handshake. If they come closer, it's a sign that they're open to interaction and ready to be petted. If they hesitate or pull back, respect their space and don't insist. Only then will your cat feel safe and comfortable. Now, tell me, have you ever tried to pet a cat without asking first? How did they react? Sometimes, the way we initiate contact can say a lot about the relationship we'll have with our feline friend. If you've made this mistake or want to learn more about improving your bond with your cat, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, we'll show you how to make your interactions with your cat safer, more pleasant, and full of love. Mistake number 2. Thinking all animals like to be petted the same way. Did you know that many dog owners make a serious mistake when petting cats? Yes, that's right. They treat the cat like a dog, which can cause a lot of discomfort for the feline. Cats don't have the same bodies and sensitivity as dogs, and the petting that is gentle for a dog can actually hurt a cat. So, treat your cat with more delicacy. Remember, kindness is everything. Dogs, for example, have more robust bodies, denser fur, and are generally more tolerant of a rougher or more energetic type of petting. Cats, on the other hand, with their more delicate bodies and heightened sensitivity, may not feel as comfortable with this kind of attention. Even a simple firmer pet or a quick approach can cause discomfort or stress to a cat. What feels soft and pleasant to a dog may be painful or unsettling for a cat. Imagine petting a cat with the same force or intensity you would use for a dog. The cat might feel invaded, uncomfortable, or even agitated. Additionally, each cat has its own preferences. Some love to be gently petted around the head, while others prefer the underside of the neck or along their back. It's very important to pay attention to your cat's body language and see what they like, without forcing it. So, next time you pet your cat, remember, kindness is everything. Instead of treating them like a dog, be softer and more gentle, respecting their boundaries and unique personality. By doing so, you'll notice how your cat will relax, enjoy the petting, and return all the love you're giving. Now, tell me, have you ever petted your cat like it was a dog? How did they react? If you've made this mistake or want to learn how to be gentler and more mindful with your cat, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss tips that will transform your relationship. Mistake number 3. Petting the cat against the fur. There's nothing more tempting than petting a cat's soft fur, right? But here's a tip: never pet against the direction of the fur. This can cause discomfort for your furry friend, making them feel irritated, as if their hair is all messy. Always pet in the direction of the fur, starting from the top of their head and going toward their tail. Your cat will love it. So, who's made this mistake? Leave a like if you've just learned that you've been doing this wrong. Mistake number 4. Petting the wrong areas on the head. Did you know that cats have specific spots on their heads where they love to be petted? The top of their head and the base of their ears are perfect areas. But be careful with the whiskers, ears, and around their eyes. These regions are very sensitive, and many cats don't like being touched there. Imagine how you would feel if someone touched your ear without permission. That's exactly what happens to cats. Pay attention to avoid causing discomfort. Mistake number 5. Not reading your cat's body language. Did you know that your cat is telling you what they like and don't like? The problem is we often miss the signs. If your cat is flicking their tail, it's a clear sign that they are irritated. And before they scratch you, pay attention. If their tail starts moving slowly or they give a whip, it's time to stop. Observing these signs can save your skin and your friendship with them. Mistake number 6. Petting with dirty or toxic hands. Imagine cleaning yourself up, and then someone comes to pet you with dirty hands or, worse, with dangerous substances on them. This can be fatal for your cat. Certain foods and plants are extremely toxic to felines. Always wash your hands before petting your cat, especially if you've handled things that could be harmful to them, like flowers or toxic foods. What seems harmless to us can be deadly to them. Mistake number 7. Petting during mealtime. Have you ever been eating, and your cat comes up to you, asking for attention? The temptation to pet your feline friend is strong, but it's important to know that petting your cat while they're eating is not a good idea. Let me explain why. During mealtime, your cat is completely focused on their food. This behavior is instinctual. In the wild, a cat eating could be interrupted by another animal trying to steal their meal or, worse, a predator seeing them as a potential prey. This protective instinct is still active in our domestic cats. They become more alert, anxious, and even aggressive if someone approaches them while they're eating. Imagine what this means for your cat. They're in their comfort zone, eating, and suddenly you come to pet them. To your cat, this could seem like a direct threat to their food, something they need to protect at all costs. This kind of interaction can create unnecessary stress, making the cat move away from their food or even become more aggressive. The tip here is simple: respect your cat's mealtime. Let them eat in peace without interruptions, and wait until they finish and feel more relaxed. When they're done eating and satisfied, you'll see that they'll be much more willing to receive affection, without signs of discomfort or aggression. Also, respecting their mealtime can strengthen your bond because they'll learn that you're not a threat but a trustworthy friend. These mistakes can indeed affect your relationship with your cat, and even create a barrier between you. The good news is that now, with these tips, you know how to avoid them, and you can further strengthen your bond with your feline friend. Cats are amazing beings, and with a little attention and care, you'll notice that the connection between you will grow stronger and more special. Remember, every cat is unique, and understanding their needs and boundaries is essential for a harmonious coexistence. If you're loving these tips and want to continue learning more about the feline world, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, we share everything about cat care, behavior, and interesting facts, always with lots of love and dedication to help you give the best to your furry friend.